Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of 5 with Graham. Today we're going to talk about equations and tables. Let's full screen our presentation, start the timer, and try to learn something or review something today. There we go. First thing you should know is that equations and tables, if you're good at seeking patterns or recognizing patterns, then you can figure out which equation matches which table. For example, in this first table right here in this area, we've got x and y, and we've got values for x and y, 5, 6, and then over here 6, 7, and over here 7, 8, and then 8, 9. And what you want to do is you want to see what's happening from the x value to the y value. How is it changing? What's going on? And maybe it's clear to you that the pattern is y is 1 bigger than x, or in other words, y equals x plus 1. See? There's a y here. Y is 1 bigger than x. Hopefully you see that going on up here. 6 is 1 bigger than 5. 7 is 1 bigger than 6. 8 is 1 bigger than 7. So when you say y is 1 bigger than x, you're really saying y is equal to x plus 1. And if we plug that in, if we plug in a number, if we say, okay, let me use some substitution. 5 can go in for x, and at the same time, since they're connected, 6 can go in for y. You'll get 6 equals 5 plus 1. And that's true. 6 does equal 5 plus 1. Over here there's a new pattern. Can you tell what it is? When you're looking at a pattern, you pretty much always want to start with y equals. So what does y equal? Here I see a 10. There I see a 5. Here I see a 12. There I see a 6. Here I see a 14. There I see a 7. Here I see a 16. There I see I know what's happening here. This number is being multiplied by 2 to get to this number. Look, 5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 2 is 12. 7 times 2 is 14. 8 times 2 is 16. So the pattern is y is twice as big or times 2 of x. And another way to say that is y equals 2 times x, 2x. Sometimes there's a blank in the table, and you'll want to be able to fill it in by realizing what the pattern is. Well, look, 5 went to 6, 7 went to 8, 8 went to 9. What should 6 go to? Think about it. What's the pattern here? Hopefully you see that the pattern is it gets 1 bigger. It gets 1 bigger. It gets 1 big. So 6 must go to 7. Over here on this table to the right, we have a different pattern. 3 goes to 9. 4 goes to 12, 5 goes to blank, and 6 goes to 18. How can 3 get to 9? Maybe they added 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. And then 4 plus 6 is 10. Uh-oh. That pattern doesn't keep going because 4 plus 6 is not 10. I mean, it's not 12, it's 10. What happened here? What's the pattern? Ah, I think I know. 3 times 3 is 9. And 4 times 3 is 12. This is blank, but 6 times 3, if you know your times tables, that's 18. So I think if we times 3, we'll complete the pattern, just like in the other parts. 5 times 3, it's 15. Did you see that pattern on your own? Or did I have to show you? Something to work on. Sometimes you'll have to substitute. This right here is an example of substituting. Look, you've got y equals 3x plus 5. Let's say that x equals 5. Okay, so you plug in the 5 for that x, and you get y equals 3 times 5 plus 5. Well, 3 times 5 is 15. And don't forget the plus 5 part. 15 plus 5 will equal 20. That was the timer. I'll try to hurry it up a little bit. Look over here. Y equals 4x minus 2. Plug in the 3 for the x because it says x equals 3. 4 times 3, because when two things are right next to each other, you have to multiply. 4 times 3 is 12. Don't forget that minus 2 part. That's standing right there. 12 minus 2 is 10. So y must equal 10. You can use substitution to figure out what goes in the tables. Right here. X is 1. It says so. X, 1. So plug it in for this x down here. That x turns into a 1. Y equals 1 plus 1 like it says in the equation. So y equals 1 plus 1. Y equals 2. So 2 goes in the blank. Let's try substituting or plugging in a number to find out what goes in this blank. You plug in the 2 for x because it's underneath the x. Goes in there. Y equals 2 minus 1. Y equals 2 minus 1. I know what 2 minus 1 is. 2 minus 1 is 1, so y equals 1. So 1 goes in the blank. One last question, then we're done. It's multiple choice. Can you look at this table and figure out which equation goes with it? What's the pattern? What's happening here? 1 turns into 4. Maybe it's plus 3 because 1 plus 3 equals 4. But wait, 2 plus 3 doesn't equal 8. 2 plus 3 equals 5. So the pattern must be something else. Perhaps it's 1 times 4. 1 times 4 equals 4. Does 2 times 4 equal 8? It does. So the pattern is times 4. Which one of these do you see a multiplication times 4? This is plus, so no. That's minus, so no. That little sign right there means division, so no. So the only one that's times 4 is right there. Hey guys, this is a big concept to learn in just 5 minutes. Make sure you pay attention in class or use this video as review if you're still not quite getting it. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next time.